Hi there, signs of Cancer. This is Kim here to do your next 48-hour reading. Thanks for joining me. Let's get right into your reading. I like to be an open channel here for your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, a higher power, so that we get messages that's for your highest good. Okay. For the sign of Cancer, clear intentions. The intentions here are to move them to their highest timeline or help with the divine details in that. Yes, patience and understanding for the message, please. Okay. Okay, so we're starting off with the Shaman's Dream. I'm going to pull a few of these. We're just going to go from there. Deep diver, diving into a task. In the reverse. Saying a lot more. I'm kind of wondering if they're saying hang on before you dive into this task, or, hang on before you do anything rash, before you go too deep, before you make an assumption, even before you could even assume even like anything about anything. Me Talks is, and it's the same person, isn't it? That's so cool. It's the same person or the same thing here. They're not all like this. So that's interesting. She's about to take a really deep dive. You're about to take a really deep dive in something in your life. That is a 10, and that is a completion to be had, then, is what it's coming out as. 39, Me Talks, repairing the mind, body, mind, spirit. Merkaba. This is really taking care of yourself first and preparing the body to be as clear of a channel as you can, and also as clear of a how you receive it, how you receive information. I'm not sure if it's talking about fasting or things like that, of that nature. It might be talking about stuff like intermittent fasting. I don't know. Some kind of let's take advice from someone that knows what they're doing, I think, is the message there. Someone who knows what they're doing, especially when doing cleanses and things like that. That can alter your electrolyte level, and that is very dangerous. So always be careful when doing cleanses and anything that really is like water intoxication, in a sense, can lead to heart palpitations, all kinds of crap. So I don't know what this is, but it is you taking time out for you before getting ready to do a deep dive that's going to lead to a completion here in something. And it's a 39, which is 12, which is 3 Empress energy. So you're about to, you're about to, what was I going to say? You're about to step into this, and then I saw the word contract. Why is it in the reverse? Why was it in the reverse? Contracts are contracts, but they're not, if you notice, they're written in invisible ink. The contracts are always written in invisible ink because they change, because things change. Contracts change sometimes even. So it's not like anything that doesn't work out, you don't just automatically scratch it. But you gotta understand there's magic ink with these contracts. There's invisible magic ink. Best way to put it. So you could be about almost, I feel like you're about ready to meet people from your soul group, people that are here to help you through a specific purpose, so that you know for sure what you're going through is meaningful, purposeful, and I feel like somebody's being put on your path because it was part of their plan to help themselves grow too, to help you, give you advice, or be part of a soul contract. I mean, it could be anything, right? Anything. Set your intentions here. You know, eye of the needle, intentionality. It really makes a difference of why, you know, why you're doing something. It's easier to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. Isn't that what, that's what the saying is. But what it is because the less that you have, the littler you become, the less that you have, the closer you are to who you authentically are, which in essence, and you really can't take a lot of stuff with you, can't take anything with you that's the rich, quote, rich man would buy. I don't know, this is about intentions. Are the intentions good? I think this is about the why you're doing something and the how. And I think if we define, possibly defining terms, maybe going over a contract or coming up with one for yourself, making sure that everything is really, like, make sure you really look over it and that everything is really outlined exactly how you want them to be with this. Make sure you're going over something with a fine-tooth comb. Could be sewing. Could be taking time out to sew something. Maybe it's talking about repairing something. About to take a deep dive into a soul contract. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Woodwives on the bottom. Adaptability. It's 8 8s. I mean, it's awesome. Woodwives on the bottom. I love that. I'm going to put that right there. That's adaptability, and it's excellent. It's an excellent card. This card I kind of associate with High Priestess because of the energy oracle. 52, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Maybe you could be doing this in your Merkaba. Maybe that's why they're saying to repair or prepare your body for this kind of like communication, for these transmissions, for this communication. Woodwives adaptability is if you, as long as you are able to bend, you know, have flexibility, compromise, something really great is coming in, and they tell you to prepare for it with that card. Prepare for something really great. And if you know, 8 times 8, you know, so is that number. So 8 8s, guys. I think it's also saying if you state your intentions and it's for the highest good of whatever it is, that maybe it's soul purpose, soul contract, what you're here to do, it might boost the revenue, the service, something like that, because of the intention being set and the goodness of all. This is like times 10 is what they say. Sure, it's just a saying, but it does come back. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Maybe at night, too. Maybe this is astral travel. It could be at night, like without knowing that it's you might not know that it is, if it is at night, if you get what I'm saying. Like you might have lucid dreaming. You may have lucid dreaming, and that feels really real, but you might not actually physically remember coming out of the body. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Wandering between realms. You're in a transition period that the 4 Cups in reverse is saying that, you know, you've done the work already, and it's like you're in a transition from I'm going to say from something better, or to something better. What's coming is better. Look forward to something better and a fresh start. A fresh start. You're straddling that world between what you are in contrast with and then what you really want. So Cancer energy too there for you. Five of Cups is sometimes focusing on what we don't have. Interesting. This Four of Cups has 3 cups that are standing, but it's in reverse. So I guess they're not. They're kind of... But anyway, that's focused on those 3 cups that are possibly empty. And this one's focused on the 3 cups that have spilled. Both of them, that means you're missing a total of 3 cups. One, probably Ace of Cups here. And then these 2 might be aces too. Regret, sadness, disappointment. But we don't have to constantly think about it, because that doesn't help our self-confidence. And it puts down the self-esteem. It also just it starts attracting confirmation of not so great times. Tell me about the Eye of the Needle. And maybe this is about going inside so that you can set the intention. Or it could be telling you to write something down, like advice to write things down. Your experience. You may take a deep dive. You may write a whole lot about this. That's the intentionality is a 17, which is an 8. Oh, look, Temperance in reverse. It's about divine time. That's what I think of when I see that, is like time's up, or it is divine time. This is something that's unraveling that, well, I think at one time you may have not thought it was possible. Temperance in reverse. Oh, yeah, it's about divine time that everybody got along together. The Sun here, too. So, Sagittarius energy. This could be a Leo energy, but whatever it is, you see those sun rays. It's enlightening, but it's showing, and it's lighting up the stage for the intention being, okay, now is the time to pretty much, I can say you're almost in this next realm, this next world or realm. Two of Pentacles. It looks like a challenge. It looks like it's wanting to come out like that. So I'll just view it as a challenge. It's an up and it's going with the ups and downs, but it might be a challenge to balance everything. It might be very, very uneven or very unsteady feeling at this moment. Something might feel unsteady. We're holding on with this card, Judgment in reverse, and the Me Talks. I feel like we're holding judgment upon ourselves. Kind of harsh. So we could let go of that. That's something we could let go of. So change, choices, decision, Twin Flames energy for some. Two of Swords here. These are decisions. I don't know if they're decisions made yet, but I know that they are really kind of like it's time to do something. This is really having the information, I feel like, but coming to a stalemate and just not making a decision that you already know what the decision's going to be. That's what I get from that. And the Two of Pentacles like this, it was definitely a challenge to stay balanced. It was easy to become off balance. A peaceful resolution with the Two of Swords. In the end, a peaceful resolution. Oh, that's strange. Why did I do it like that? Okay, so it's time with the Temperance in reverse to break a cycle that has a lesson in it that you've already learned. It's time to do something new. We've already learned a lesson. It's time to move on from it. Instead of going back. It's time for you to get moving on what you're here to do, what your soul purpose is. Yeah, I think that's really what it's saying, guys. It's a good reading. You have the sun in the middle of your reading. It's not a bad reading. It's pretty good. I'm going to pull some of these Oracle of Genetic Gifts after I clarify with that Oshozen Tarot, so we can see what else is coming here. Uh-oh. Let's put that there. Okay, so doing something a little bit different. Doing something a little bit different. The Page of Pentacles. It's tied to a karmic cycle, but it's tied to a lesson that's already been learned. No need to go back. Okay, so tell me about the disappointment or regrets. Why are we still looking at those 3 cups that are on the ground? And you have the 3 of Cups here. Why are you still looking at the 3 cups that have spilled when you have 3 cups ready for celebrating in abundance? In fact, the challenge is to see and expect something bigger and better to come for you. This is the challenge. Seeing your celebration, your abundance coming in, and focusing on the 3 of Cups being your abundance and celebration rather than the ones that have spilled. Breaking free from conditioning or thinking it has to be like a certain way. Tell me about Temperance energy. So Temperance energy in the reverse with Page of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. And it makes sense in the reverse, which is 10 of Swords in reverse. So it's also time for your rebirth, for your reinventing of oneself. You've been patient. The patience is paying off with this card. This is completely getting to redo something. Reinventing yourself. I had YouTube on the bottom of that deck. Tell me about the 2 of Swords. The Sun can be anything. It is truly the happiest card in this deck. It is. It's the most happy. And that's probably the other card that I would want. It's the Star energy, equivalent of that. It's 17 with silence is what it says on there. So it is talking about how you're about to take a deep dive, but for right now, you do need silence and meditation to focus on whatever this decision is, or for the solution to this stalemate, to the solution to the imbalance. You have the Sun and the Moon right next to each other. Okay. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. With the 6 of Wands, that's your victory, your celebration. You'll be on top of the world. People will recognize you. Others will see how well you're doing and how you have conquered a major life lesson here. Nice. 6 of Wands. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Getting recognized for everything that you've been through and all that you do, and just for you being you. The 8 of Wands here on the bottom, which is really good news. Something moving quickly. Good news. Okay. All right, Cancer. Then we have TV, news, media, TV, news, platforms, spiritual purposes. And blogger platform, employees, spiritual services. Then I have meditation teacher, teach, heal, and wellness. Demonologist, entity banishing and removal. Yes. 10-10. So now the message of patience is here too. Have patience. Light worker and so light worker, awakened, healer, teacher, leader, truth seeker, and chakra healer, clearing and balancing. Clearing and balancing. Clearing and balancing. Clairvoyance, clear smelling on the bottom. All right, and that's what I got for you, Cancer. Sending you love and light. Bye.